Hello and welcome to this next moon messages reading. So this is going to be your moon messages from the full moon in Aries on the 9th of October until the new moon in Scorpio on the 25th of October. That's got to be the first time I've done that without looking at my notes, so well done me. Okay, so I've already shuffled your cards. This is going to be the messages, the energies that are coming through for the next 2 weeks for the next moon cycle. All my details are in the description box if you're watching on YouTube, or in the bio if you're watching on Instagram. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed on the YouTube channel so far. If you haven't, then please click subscribe, hit the bell button for future videos. Give it a like, comment, all of that jazz, all the lovely things, just to get my videos and messages out there for more people to see and to help more people as well. Okay, so I'm just going to read through the cards I've already shuffled for you. I'm also going to give you your crystal of the week, I always say week, crystal of the moon cycle as well. Okay, so the cards have already expressed something that I've been kind of going through myself, which they always tend to do, because I swear that I learn the lessons and then I have to share it with you in a reading to kind of help people with what I've discovered. So it just kind of works like that. That's the way spirit works. So it's kind of cool like that as well. Okay, so we're going to start from the first card, obviously. Not going to do the last one and go backwards. That might be interesting. Right, so the first card we have, which is brilliant, is a full moon, which is, I love that when that happens. So we're starting the full moon to new moon cycle on the full moon, which is excellent. And it says, see the bigger picture. I'm not going to read out because the moons that come through on these cards are like in certain signs. Now it says full moon in Sagittarius. If any messages come through about Sagittarius, for instance, then I would share it, but I don't feel like it's very relevant in this. But I'm just going to read the message on the bottom, which is see the bigger picture. Now this is something that I have been kind of going through over the last sort of couple of days. Really, I've had a lot of time to myself to kind of reflect on things and process some stuff, and it's made me kind of see the bigger picture, really see what's going on. So there's been certain things that have happened to me where I've been kind of triggered. Okay, so you'll find in life that sometimes things will people will trigger you trigger you, and situations will trigger you, and you may not know how to respond to certain situations, and you might respond out of anger, you might respond out of sadness, you might just it's kind of like flight, fight or freeze response. You'll have any of those responses when you're triggered by someone or an event in your life. Okay, and we all have them, and all it is that something has happened to you previously in your life, and then something else has brought that up to the surface again. Okay, and you don't know how to respond, so you just respond with your first, I suppose, reaction that it brings up in you, and sometimes that's not always healthy. Now, something I've been doing is I've been practicing ways to not do that. So I've been practicing ways to not let things affect me personally, to kind of see it as either a mirror, so someone's mirroring something back to me that I have to kind of process, or something for me to kind of just realize is not mine. So it's either theirs and it's their stuff that they're needing to process, or it's something that I need to look at in myself. And so I take myself off. Instead of responding in a negative way, I could have responded in a really negative way, got angry, shouted back, judged back, or responded in a negative way back to a person. But instead I held my tongue, kept it quiet, took it off, thought about why this is coming up for me, processed it. And I know it sounds a lot of work, and a lot of people probably won't even be bothered to do all of that, but actually, do you know what, that is the best way that you can learn and you can grow as a person, and you can actually resolve things in relationships, and you can resolve things in your own life, and you can create peace in your own life by just literally reflecting and realizing that it's something that you just need to kind of figure out. Okay, now this might not make a lot of sense to you, but hopefully the other cards will kind of shine a light on what I mean, and I can express it a bit clearer, okay? But it is, yeah, this card is literally just asking you to step back and see the bigger picture in the situation before you respond, okay? So it's literally, I've just kind of expanded on that, really. You're going to hear some cats meowing in the background. I'm cat sitting for my friend at the moment, so you're going to hear some meows in the background. So yeah, little, I think it's Tom. Yeah, it must be Tom. Oh no, oh is it? Yeah, hello Tom. Tom is joining in. Just going to move my drink before Tom makes a spillage all over the place. Are you going to come and join us? He's kind of just mooching around. Okay, so the next card we have is Tool Your Emotions, which goes perfectly with what I just said. So instead of literally just going rah, like, I think I'm talking about the situations where things make you angry or things like stress you out, and then you feel like just responding in the moment, and you know that's not a healthy response, but sometimes you do it anyway. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm just gonna, you gonna sit down? Tom's wanting some attention. Okay. Yeah, so I'm talking about those situations where, you know, you want to respond angrily or like with a massive response, massive reaction, okay? Really distracted me. But this is saying cool your emotions, okay? So chill out. And I think I did mention something about chilling out in the last moon messages, and as I said many of these, they will kind of cross over. The messages will cross over. So I mentioned about chilling out. I mentioned about, you know, not, I don't think I mentioned about kind of like not reacting and stuff last time, but I definitely mentioned about, you know, chilling out and taking a back seat and relaxing. And yeah, and I guess that comes into play when I'm getting really distracted by Tom. I said to myself, do I do this reading tonight? Because I haven't really got much time to do this next week. Tonight is really the only time, and the full moon is actually tonight. I need to actually go and see it because apparently it's like really big and really bright, because I think it's like it's the hunter's moon and it's meant to be really bright in the sky. So I got a glimpse of it yesterday, but I really want to see it tonight, so I must go out and have a look. But yeah, I didn't want to leave it another day because it's a full moon today. So Tom's gonna have to just keep distracting me, and and I will get on with your reading. Yeah, so cool your emotions. Now, it does say full moon in Aries, which it is, so that's good. I love that. So it's like properly confirming it. Okay, this is the energy we are in. Definitely all of the top three, actually all of the top three cards are full moon. So it's spot on. It's saying exactly where we're at. We're in this situation where we have to think about how we react and respond to things. And we have to pay attention to our emotions. Now, one of the things that has come up for me in this process in time, when I had time to reflect on it and think, okay, what am I being triggered by? What is this reflecting back to me? Because everyone is a mirror. Everyone mirrors back things in you that you need to kind of work on or think about, okay? And one of the things was that I judge myself for how emotional I am, or I judge myself for how serious I can be sometimes, or how like I don't have much fun, or like all of these different things were coming up for me. And there was a lot of judgments in there. Now, this follows on with the next card, okay? Just looked at the clock on 9:11, and 9:11 is a number that keeps following me around at the moment, and 9:11 is about letting go of the old and welcoming in the new, okay? So this is absolutely brilliant because it's spot on with the full moon energy. Full moon is about letting go of things in order to create space for the new moon energy, which is letting things in. I love how this is flowing now. So in order to do that, we need to become aware. Okay, you don't let go of things if you're not aware of what to let go of. So the first steps, as per card number 1, card number 2, is to become aware of what's going on for you, see the bigger picture, cool your emotions, take a step back, think about what you need to process, what you are kind of responding, why you're responding in the way you're responding. What is this bringing up for you? What is this person bringing up for you? Ask yourself lots of questions. Ask yourself kind of, all those things. What are they bringing up for me? What are they triggering in me? How are they acting? Has this happened to me before? Just think about all these different questions you can ask yourself to kind of dig a little bit deeper. Now, there is a card here that says go deeper, which I absolutely love. So all of these cards do sync up eventually, okay? So there we are. We're at this stage where we're reflecting. And then the next card, which happened to me as well, was that once I reflected on these things, I realised that I was being too hard on myself. I needed to be more accepting of myself and the other person, because the other person is literally just a reflection of me. So it's to forgive myself and the other person, accept myself and the other person for how they're being, how they're responding. And it could be that it's because they're responding from something they're triggered by, or it could be that you're responding from something you are judging yourself for, or you're triggering yourself, like something's triggering in you from the past. And none of that is your fault. So you might be finding that these things are happening. There might be more volatile things going on. There might be more arguments going on, or just tricky situations, challenging situations going on for you. And you're thinking, why is this happening to me? Why is this affecting me in the way that I am? Why am I responding in the way that I am? And you don't know what to do with it. Well, one of the little tips that I always I share, like a little tool that you can do, is to literally write down all of the parts of you. Now I'm going to share a little trick here. One of my little exercises for free, which is quite good because I normally just do this in like coaching, mentoring sessions. So if you want a little tool to try, get your journal out or your drawing pad out and write down all of the different parts of you. Write down the part of you that's being triggered. Write down the parts that this person is mirroring in you, in you. All of the parts that you can think of. So the part of you that's being triggered, the part of you that's angry, the part of you that's sad, the part of you that this person reminds you of, and then the part of you that's judging those parts, right? There's all different parts. And then underneath, write, what would my best self say, or my higher self say to each part, okay? And this is really eye-opening. And I bet you the higher self at some point will say, accept yourself, forgive yourself, okay? So this is definitely something that I have been working on the last few days. There's never a day where I'm not like processing or like and there should be, okay, I'm judging myself there, but there should be days where I just literally sit there watching The Crown all day, or just having fun all day. But I love this stuff. I love self-development, love personal development and healing. So it wouldn't be me. So yeah, and I will get onto that in a second because there's a message here about that as well. Right, so the next card we have is reveal what needs to be seen. So this is where, as just said in that exercise there, that is going to reveal what needs to be seen. It's going to, this situation that you're going through, this person that you're dealing with, these reactions that are coming up for you, there might not even be anything happening in your life. You might just find that you're being really emotional. I don't know if you've experienced this as well, but I literally am crying over it. It's like my hormones are all over the place and I don't know why, but like I feel like I'm crying over nothing. Just like feel free to comment below if you're experiencing the same thing, but I cried over someone's profile. Like this there wasn't anything going on like bad in this person's profile on Instagram. There's a new person who followed me and she's really happy, really bubbly, lovely like person, like, and all her videos really happy, and I just cried and I was like, why am I crying? But I thought about it again. I stopped. I thought, I'm reacting, I'm responding in this way. Why am I responding in this way? And I got curious. And that's the thing. It's like, reveal what needs to be seen by getting curious. Get curious about why you're reacting in the way you're reacting, whether that be happy, sad. You can get curious about why you're extremely happy. Think, what's making me really happy right now? And that could be something that helps you as well, because you could think, well, I need to do more of this then. But if you're just crying for no reason, if you're angry for no reason, like things like that, and you're really curious about it, then just ask yourself, like write it down, journal about it or something. Just say, what is this bringing up for me? And for me, it was that, so again, I realised something in that moment. I realised that I was sad because I was missing that side of me. So she was reflecting, again, mirror, everyone's a mirror. She was reflecting a part of me that I had disowned or that I had pushed away or wasn't present with as much. So like I said, I haven't been having that much fun. I may have been too serious, or may have been judging myself being too serious, and needing to smile more, needing to share more of the part of me that's like, you know, happy and fun and smiley. There is still a part of me that's judging that and going, you're not fun enough, blah, blah, blah. And I need to kind of accept, you know, that I'm in that place. But this is all stuff that you just kind of work on from time to time. But yeah, so first of all, you need to kind of reveal what needs to be seen and then work on it. Or, well, you don't have to work on it. You can do whatever you like with it. I'm not going to force anyone to work on themselves. However, if you want to feel better, you want to feel more at peace, you want to understand yourself more, grow as a person, learn as a person, have better relationships, feel better within yourself, processing it, reflecting on it, being kinder to yourself, and just understanding yourself more is the way to go. Okay, which leads me on to the next card. Go deeper. Okay, so go deeper within yourself to find out exactly what you need to do to feel better. This isn't just about like you improving yourself and changing who you are. This isn't about that. This is about you feeling better in yourself, and you feeling better in relationships, and you feeling more stronger and more empowered within your own life. And the only way to do that is to go a little deeper. Okay. Now I am someone who will go deep and I don't care. And that's something I've been reflecting on as well. Like, so, you know, someone said to me, I don't know, the other day they were talking about emotions, and I was like, I love talking about emotions. I love crying. I love digging deep and, you know, and going into all that. And I have no shame about that. The only thing I struggle with is when I'm constantly doing it, I guess, and I don't allow that balance. So that's something I'm working on at the moment. But yeah, if you've never gone to this place, it is time for you to start looking a little bit deeper within yourself and thinking, why does this keep happening? Because if there's patterns that keep coming up for you, if you're responding in the same way all the time, it's because it hasn't been dealt with and it needs to be looked at. Okay. And then we've got honor your feelings. So whatever comes up for you, honor it. Don't bury it. Don't hide it. Okay, I've just been reminded in my vision that, so I've just got images of certain people around me at the moment who want the help, who are asking for the help, who have even asked for readings but not gone the next step. And I know it's because they're going through a lot, and I'm with that and there for them. But there are people who, and actually I can think of another person just popped into my head. There are people who really want the help and they've asked for help, but they're not asking the right people. They've been told the people to ask. They've been shown guidance. They've been led in a certain direction, but then they've stopped themselves. And it's only you. If you're one of these people, it's only you that can take yourself to the next I was going to say stop. I was going to say stop as in like bus stop, like thinking of a bus going to each stop. And it's almost like you want to get to a certain destination, but you're not allowing yourself to get to that stop. It's almost like you're checked out. You've kind of got off the bus before the stop that you wanted to get to. And then there's like a really long, I don't know why they're showing me this, there's like a really long walk to the where you wanted to go, and you're like, can't be bothered. This is what I'm being shown. So it's almost like there's an energy coming through for this. I don't know if anyone's watching who's in that state, but you want the help. You really know that you need the help and want the help, but people are trying to give you advice. They're trying to help you. They're trying to lead you. Yeah, they're trying to like give you the steps, but you're not taking them fully. You're not taking yourself there. And yeah, I think it's because you're not willing to honor your feelings. There's something about not wanting to be with those difficult feelings. You probably are someone who wants to hide them, you want to bury them, you want to distract yourself with all different things. You know, it could be something big, small, but you're distracting yourself in some way because you're scared and you're fearful of going to those deep feelings. Again, I've got this little, right? So I'm going to be completely honest with you. Every time I do these readings, like emotional stuff comes up, deep stuff comes up, things where people probably switch off after the first two cards because they probably think, oh, I don't want to listen to this. This is just like, oh, this is too serious. Like, oh, this is like too much, or, and I then have this little voice in my head, little devil going, you're too serious. Like, this is too serious. Like, you need to start doing fun videos. You need to start like making people laugh and smile, and this is like too emotional. And I think this is kind of what I'm talking about, is the people that are coming like around me at the moment, or the people that are maybe watching this video, are in the same boat. So you're probably getting that voice come through as well. We can't be too serious. Don't take life too seriously. We need to have fun more. Well, can I just ask you, when you have kind of buried your feelings or distracted yourself with fun things in the past, where has that led you, and how are you feeling at the moment? Like, is your life much better? Because if you don't allow yourself to go through this stuff, you'll just keep having the same things happen over and over again. And I'm not saying for you to be like wallowing in your pity, or like pity, I don't know why I said that, wallowing in your negative emotions, or feeling like self-pity, that's what I meant to say, all of the time. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you need to have that balance. Okay, so yeah, for me, I need to have the balance of this stuff which I deal with all the time, I sit with all the time, but I also need to have like relaxation time, chill time, fun time, and be myself, my fun self more. But there's people on here who do all the fun things and themselves all the time. Well, I wouldn't say themselves all the time, but I'm not gonna judge here. But like, yeah, if you're not being your full self, if you're not expressing your emotions, and being completely, fully open and honest with your feelings and yourself, then yeah, you're not being the whole you. As well, but in the opposite way. I hope this makes sense. I feel like I'm babbling. I feel like I'm going to stop talking now about all that. So we're going to go on to the crystal of the moon cycle. Did you know what? That ego voice in my head is so loud. It's going, you shouldn't post this video. You shouldn't post this video. Like, it's so rubbish. This is what it's saying at the moment. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. This is what it's saying. So does anyone else have this voice? I think they do. Right, okay. So this is so strange. This card, so I did a pick a card post recently on Instagram, I think, and possibly Facebook, but I did a pick a card, and this card came out, and it was the card that most people chose, right? It was, I got loads of messages saying card two. It was that one, and it's the card that my sister's dog got hold of and bit holes in, to be you can see. And I've been looking after my sister's dogs all weekend, and it's just so strange how this one came out. Right, so it's called Bix Bite. Bix Bite, how weird is that? It's bite. I just realised, Bix Bite, oh my god, wow. And it's number 9. 9 is about letting go of things that don't serve you, like biting dogs. So beautiful crystal, never heard of it, but yeah, that's the moon cycle crystal. I'm just going to read out what the message is in the book. So, essential meeting of Bix Bite: drive, courage, full speed ahead, spirited action. There is a time to hesitate and a time to move forward with conviction, courage, and total determination. And that time is now. Bix Bite Spirit has arrived to tell you to take a deep breath and move full speed ahead with forceful action on behalf of your own healing. Be fierce as you push through obstacles with laser focus, for nothing will stand in your way. You are meant to feel driven at this moment, to break free of the chains binding yourself to unhealthy patterns. Advocate for yourself unapologetically, and be unshaken in your belief that you are worthy of achieving your goal. The conscious universe, the force that propels you, is always there for you as your ally. Now is the time for fearless action. Sail on. Relationship message. Let go of anything that might impede you as you act on that inner conviction to bring love into your life by nourishing your relationships. There is time enough for to-do lists. Today, did I read that out right? Yeah. Today is a day for connecting and reconnecting with those you care about, and for reaching out to those who have said, hang on, oh my God. Hang on a second, let's read that again. Today is a day for connecting and reconnecting with those you care about, and for reaching out to those you have said you want to get to know better. The universe is in love overdrive right now and wants you to stop focusing so much on the everyday tasks that can start to wear you down. Prioritize relationships, for they have the power to help you heal and to recognize that you have all you need right now to experience contentment and fulfillment. Full speed ahead, Captain, even though your ship may be sailing into uncharted waters. But that is exactly what you are meant to do on your quest to experience the prosperous life the conscious universe wants for you. Big Spite Spirit's message is to take action towards growing the wealth that is around you. Claim your power to co-create a solid foundation for any adventure you wish to take. Your boat is made of sturdy wood, so sail with confidence, leaving behind the scarcity thinking of the past. Big Spite is a rare red form of beryl. Due to its rarity, only small specimens can generally be found. However, even a little piece packs a big punch. Big Spite is excellent stone to increase self-esteem while simultaneously giving us the courage and energy to take action on our own behalf. Oh my God, like that was so hard to get all those words out. There was a lot of long words in there, and I don't know, I'm really tired as well, so I'm struggling a bit. But I did notice a few key words in here. So there was unhealthy patterns. There was healing, so prioritizing relationships to help you heal. Okay, so this is about spending time with people that you maybe wouldn't necessarily spend time with, or like the relationships in your life that are close to you, because they are the ones, unfortunately, a lot of the time that are going to trigger you. But this is saying to do that because it will give you the opportunity to reflect on those things, reflect on your responses, and to heal and grow. Okay, now it's not something people actually choose to do, but you know, if you want to grow as a person and you want to improve these relationships, sometimes you've got to go backwards to go forwards, and sometimes that means rocking the boat, right? They do mention about boats and sailing here. So yeah, sometimes we've got to do uncomfortable things. Yeah, I think that is it for those. But yeah, if you got anything out of that message, then great. Right, so that is your moon messages reading for the next 2 weeks. Give it a like, comment below if any of it resonated. And as I say, if you do want any of my details, all the details in the description box. If you want to book a reading as well, I am free for personal readings at the moment, so all details will be in the description box, or you can email me. Yeah, that is it. So see you on the next moon messages. Bye.